video. Today, in this video, I have some news. Whether it's good or bad news, you interpret it your way. However, I think this is some really, really good news. So, and I'm about to say this with a big smile on my face, so you might be thinking a bit weird because it sounds quite... What I'm about to say is going to be really counterintuitive to the reaction that I'm clearly showing, which is that I'm quite happy, yet what I'm saying is quite counterintuitive to that. So, what I'm going to say is that this week I have done, apart from one very small thing, I have done absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. I haven't done a thing this week. Not one thing. Not a single thing. Not two things, not one thing, nothing. But there is a very good reason for that, which I will get into. Now, I'm not going to keep you hanging. I'm going to tell you now. The reason that I have done literally nothing this week is because the go-kart is literally 100% restored. It is done. It is finished. The go-kart has been complete. The project that I built, that I started, this entire channel around. This entire channel existed purely for the go-kart. Obviously, it's going to become more later on, but I'll get into that, whether this video or another video, if it's appropriate. Yeah, so pretty much the whole reason that I started this channel was to document the journey of me first buying a go-kart that was in such bad shape that I genuinely thought it wasn't going to live another day, and restoring it to the point that it was ready to go out on track and possibly win a race. Of course, I don't know about the race yet, because all I've done is a track day, and I showed you the footage last video. Sorry about the noise, by the way. I did put a warning before that it was going to be really loud. So to those of you who were like, and didn't turn your volume down, don't blame me, because I did put a warning up that said, please turn your volume down. So if you didn't turn your volume down, what can I say? I put a warning up there for a reason. I don't troll. You should see me in real life. Anyway, so basically, I have completely finished the go-kart. Everything is done. So because of that, I have, unfortunately, for the first time in, how long has this channel been around? 4 months? 5 months? I've had this go-kart for 6 months, and I know I didn't immediately start the channel because for a while I was tossing and turning whether I should start a channel or not. So the channel did not start the day I bought the go-kart. It started a bit after. So, yeah, I've had the go-kart for 6 months. I've had the channel for 4, 5 months-ish. I think this is the first time in my entire channel that I can say that I have done absolutely nothing because what I've been doing is done. So yeah, that's it. Everything's done. So the main reason why I'm saying this is because, I mean, firstly, I don't know what I'm going to upload until next year because, you know, it's November 3rd where I am today. It's Sunday night, November 3rd. I don't know what... There's still... What is there? There's another... Say there's 4 weeks in a month. That basically means there's another 8 videos, another 8 uploads, roughly, left until the end of the year. 8 to 9 uploads left until the end of the year. I don't know what I'm going to be putting in those videos, but I'll figure it out because, I mean, I've finished on the go-kart. What is there left to do? What am I... I'm not going to just repeat content. You know, I've seen memes of people saying, like, I've run out of content. Me reacting to, or like reacting to I ran out of content. Reacting to I ran out of content. You're like, I've seen memes like that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just be like generating content that's just terrible and trash. I don't want to do that. I want to actually make it somewhat valuable. So I am going to actually do like different videos for those, but I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I do have a couple of ideas in the pipeline, which I'm pretty happy on considering the fact I got no more ideas. I've got no more than 3 ideas at the moment, so I've got 3 more videos in line out of the 8 to 9, and I'll figure out the rest of the ideas. But for now, that's pretty much all to talk about in terms of the go-kart. So, oh, no, actually, there is one more thing. The bloopers. I did say... I did say last video that the bloopers were going to be out this week or next week. And unfortunately, they are not out this week. They are on their way, don't worry. The bloopers are on their way, because they are funny. It's me doing a bunch of silly things that only a learner such as myself, who has spent hours and hours, probably across 2 racing games, I've spent over 100 hours on the sim, which I know isn't a huge amount, but, it's a fair amount. It's a decent-ish amount. And so you're spending 100+ hours on the sim across 2 games. I know that's not really a good idea. I've converted to just 1 game now. The second game I just play for fun. I play 1 game for fun, and I play 1 game to be serious about it. But yeah, so 100 hours on the sim and turning up to a race on a kart where all I've done is racing in cars, so the physics is a bit different. I mean, physics of racing is physics of racing, but go-karts and cars do behave a little bit differently because the car is bigger, it's heavier, there's more power, there's so much more. There's like 20 times the power. It's a lot. So, just going from the sim to racing a go-kart in real life, and not even racing go-karts on a sim, I don't even know if a go-kart racing sim is a thing. Probably is, but I've just never heard of it. But yeah, so, yeah. Bloopers basically is just me doing a bunch of funny stuff because in real life racing, I am inexperienced. You could even say in e-racing, I'm inexperienced because I've only got 100 hours. And it's not even it's on the category that I want to get to in the future. So I am practicing for the sort of racing that I'm going to be doing 10, 20 years from now. So it's going to be rough, but I'm perfectly fine to accept the learning curve of karting because I've done that learning curve with many other things before and it's all worked out fine. So, yeah, basically the whole gist of that little tangent is bloopers are on their way. They're almost done. Not quite yet, but almost there. And the last thing that I want to talk about is that we will be next year entering into the way I like to split things up into sections, like really, super strongly identified sections of things. That way it's easier for me to digest it all. And so, for me, I feel like this channel is going to be entering a new era, a new chapter, a new section, whatever you want to call it. And so, yeah, I'm thinking of, for this new era, which I keep calling it new era. This isn't like an alternate timeline or something. Like, this isn't some sort of thing where I got sucked into a wormhole and here I am here and I'm like, oh, what's going on? No, so... I feel like we're entering into a new chapter of this channel. This first chapter, was me just restoring the go-kart and getting it ready to go out on track. This second chapter, chapter 2, is me actually going out on track. So next year, I am actually going to be racing. How competitive I'm going to be, I got no idea. I personally am a bit on the competitive side. I do take pride. Not excessively, but I do take pride in doing well, especially in racing, which is my biggest passion. And I'm willing to spend a lot of time to learn things that I need to learn, to beat the learning curve. But yeah, so when we enter that new chapter next year, I'll update my profile picture as well, because it's not really going to be accurate if I'm in chapter 2, and I have the picture of the go-kart when I first bought it, which is my current profile picture. That's just not really right. And besides, you could watch any of my videos from 2024 and it's got the old channel logo, so it's not like you're never ever gonna see it again. It's just gonna be from 2025 videos onwards to chapter 3, whenever that is, that I am gonna change the channel logo and therefore change the photo that's on the intro. Just to change things up a bit, So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. So in short, it is go-kart restoration is complete. The bloopers are on their way. Last of all, the beginning of next year, we're going to be entering into a second chapter of the channel. So it's going to change from restoring a go-kart to racing a go-kart. That's basically like what chapter 2 is. And I will keep a log in the channel because, this channel is going to be around for a long time. And so, if in case anyone comes along many years into the future, I know there might be some of you who have stuck around from the very, very beginning, and to those of you, I really appreciate it. Like, I so appreciate any one of you who have stuck around since the very start. Even if this is your first video, I'm glad that you're here. I'm happy that you're here. But if you've been around since the very start, you've got as much or more commitment than I have. So, like, well done. Well done. I'm very proud. I'm very happy. So yeah. That's basically it. Those are the 3 things that I have to update about. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be bloopers, and if not, I will be updating onto when the bloopers will be coming out. However, they should be coming out next week. So yeah, that's all. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.